In this video, we're curing 1,000 people's blindness.
Hi guys, you may have heard of MrBeast's new video where he cures 1,000 people from blindness. I'm an ophthalmologist. I perform cataract surgeries all the time. I've performed thousands of them, and today I want to watch this video with you and share with you my thoughts. Let's go, MrBeast.
Most of us see the world like this. But here's the thing, 200 million people see the world like this. But
Cataracts.
I just made it one less.
Oh.
I'm pausing the video right here because they just removed 2 eye patches from her eyes, but only the left eye just had eye surgery. The right eye did not just have eye surgery. Look at her pupils.
Wow.
Cataracts are the #1 cause of reversible blindness in the world, and they can be fixed with a 10-minute procedure.
Just one of 1,000 blind people we help from around the world. They can't see, but we have all the technology to fix it.
Yep, half of all the blindness in the world is people who need a 10-minute surgery.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I see everybody. Oh, I can see clear. I can jump for joy.
Yes, I can see your face, I can see your face, I can see your face.
If you're wondering how the surgery allows people to...
I'm loving this so far. No matter how many surgeries you perform of cataracts, even after thousands, it never gets old seeing the reaction, the thrill, the excitement of a patient being able to see again.
see again. It's because the lens in their eye got so cloudy that they can't see through it. So the surgeon uses a tiny vacuum to suck up the clouded lens.
Whoa, it's sucking.
And replace it with an artificial one.
All right, the animation could have been better, but yes, cataract surgery involves exchanging a cloudy lens for a clear lens.
The surgery is that simple. They can see again.
It's amazing.
You perform my surgery?
Yes.
Seriously?
You know,
He didn't perform it, the surgeon did, but that's okay.
here's $10,000. Make your day even better.
He just gave her $10,000. That's amazing.
We're gonna go fix more people's eyesight. She's squeezing hard. And we're just getting started. We still have 980 lives left to change.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me go back to that.
She's squeezing hard. And we're just getting started. We still have 900.
All right. So this is something unusual. If you look at this one, they removed a bandage from both eyes, but only the patient's left eye, so the eye on your right, is dilated. You see the pupil, how big it is? So the one that the pupil's dilated, that's the one that just had surgery. The right one didn't just have surgery, but they put a bandage over both eyes to remove it, I think, just for a dramatic effect, which is okay.
lives left to change.
There's my watch.
And you notice he closed his one eye to look through the operative eye right at the end there. So, but they put bandages on both sides.
Never seen it before.
Oh my
Well, I had night blindness. I couldn't see. That you just deal with it life.
I'm Nolan, by the way.
I'm Carl.
You're Carl? I know a guy named Carl. Not a good guy.
Moment of truth.
Wow, you are pretty anxious.
What's it like? What do you see?
Blur.
How long have you not been able to work for?
4 months.
Did you hear about the cross-eyed teacher? She couldn't control her pupils.
I'm gonna need anesthetic soon.
Hard.
Oh man, no
So far, I'm loving this. This is amazing.
cloudiness, no blurriness.
Oh, it's perfect.
Now, what's it like?
I can see everything.
I wonder how many days after surgery this was. Was it later the same day or the next day or the next week? Because everyone heals at a different speed, especially if there were big cataracts that blinded them.
I don't need these.
Our next patient is Charlie. You're not able to read any of this text on the TV?
No, it's an E or something, I think.
He won't know he won 10 grand until after his surgery. I can't wait to see his reaction. Charlie sees everything like this, and it's made him and his family's life extremely difficult.
I was a cashier. My eyes was getting so bad I couldn't see how much the money to give back. I just want to get my vision back so I can go back to work.
You're gonna be really happy after this surgery.
We'll see after.
You know, I love these gifts like that he's giving people cash and changing their lives. But you know, when you're doing this sort of work, I can't help but think how many extra people could you have cured from blindness with those funds?
Trust me, you will see.
When patients go into surgery, there's a chance that they can get their life back. And for Charlie, if the surgery goes well, he can go back to work. What's it like?
Oh, wow.
All right, let's see if he can read it now. What does this say?
You just won $10,000.
Here you go.
Oh my God. It feels good. I didn't think I was ever be able to see again.
Thank you all so much.
I don't want to lose none of it.
I'll hold on to it.
Oh no, I'll hold on to it.
So far, this video is fantastic.
Donnie, Dr. Nolan,
He's not really a doctor, he's a fool.
do you need any help?
Wow.
And that just haven't been me for the last 62 years. I can actually see your face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I can read this.
It is really amazing to be able to partake in the patient's care, giving them sight in 10 minutes. Not only does their quality of life improve, but they gain their independence. A lot of these patients, they depend on others to get around. They can't work. So giving them this cataract surgery is more than just their sight. It's giving them their life back.
When you come out of the surgery, what's the first thing that you're excited to see?
My son, he's been my rock through all of this.
Before the operation, you mentioned the first thing you wanted to see was your son.
Seeing him, seeing his face, that's what I miss, you know.
So you're gonna make me cry.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You're really good, man.
All right.
Oh my God, man.
There you go.
Don't cry.
I can see everybody's facial features now. It's a little blurry with my tears coming out.
This is so beautiful. One thing that I just can't help but think about is how do these people not have access to cataract surgery? Every health insurance plan, whether it's an HMO, a PPO, a Medicare, they all cover visually significant cataracts. So it's just so sad. Like if these people don't have access to the care, it should be covered for everybody.
How's it going?
Okay. Yeah, I've been subscribed to you for like 11 years.
Really? Oh my God. Jeremiah has been blind in his right eye since he was born, and it's affected his vision his entire life. Are you excited to be able to see out of both?
Hopefully if the surgery goes that way.
Because Jeremiah was born with cataracts, his right eye never received light, and that means that this surgery only has a 50% chance of working.
You know, if someone's born with cataracts, the connections between the eye and the brain don't fully develop. So even with cataract surgery, although things may be slightly better, they can never really get super clear unless the baby at the time when they were born had some vision where they could see through the cataract. That's the only chance where they can have some useful vision later. So I'm wondering why this patient also didn't have cataract surgery earlier if there was vision potential.
I think we go ahead and get it underway, and then we'll just talk post-op. And while Jeremiah's surgery was underway, I met another young man named Satchel. Did they tell you I was going to be here?
No.
Good. He had poor vision from birth and almost lost his entire vision after a go-karting accident.
All I see is like blur and color. I can barely see like the shapes.
Obviously you can't drive, right?
No, I cannot.
And this is the real reason why we're doing this. Blindness can take away parts of your life.
And you know, I want to drive. Since I can't drive, I'm just at home.
Good luck. We'll see you after the procedure. He mentioned multiple times he really wants to drive after this procedure fixes his eyesight. So I'll see you at the end of the video when we surprise him with a brand new Tesla. But first, let's see if Jeremiah's surgery was successful. Let's do this. How'd it go?
Good.
Yeah? Are you excited?
Yeah.
Take your time, no pressure.
Everything looks so more clear.
Yeah. To make this day even more special, since you're about to graduate high school.
You know, one thing I noticed in that they took a bandage off both eyes, but only one eye was dilated. So did he have surgery in both eyes or just one eye? Unless this is like the next day and the pupil dilation wore off in one eye, but just a question.
Go to college, we wanted to give you $50,000 to put towards college.
I didn't even think
That's
this was
beautiful.
real. Like I'm waiting to wake up. Oh my god.
Now let's check in and see how Satchel's surgery went.
Now I don't even see any blur. It's kind of great.
How are you feeling? How's life been now?
It's been good, you know?
Being an ophthalmologist is one of the greatest privileges of my life. I mean, it just I'm just so lucky to be able to do this sort of thing, every day. It's amazing.
Be like looking at the cars, and I'm like, wow, I can see that car all the way over there.
That's good if you're gonna drive it.
Yeah.
I have a surprise for you. Do you mind putting on this blindfold?
Hold on.
I know it's a little ironic that we just did the surgery. Satchel, take off your blindfold.
What?
This is your brand new Tesla.
Oh my goodness.
If Chris wrecks it, I'll buy another one.
Well, good thing it can drive itself.
Literally, I cannot put into words how I feel right now.
Have you ever driven a car before?
No.
I love how we're letting guys who couldn't see a couple weeks ago drive us.
Yeah.
Wait, there's one cone.
My goodness. If a patient of mine ran over a cone or hit a wall, that's not the greatest compliment of my surgery.
Don't hit the cone.
That didn't sound good.
It's great. You can see how much fun he's having. That's wonderful.
So not only are we helping people here in America, but we're also going to other places around the world. Because unfortunately, nearly half the population with curable blindness doesn't have access to this surgery. So I wanted to provide this to as many people as possible.
That's wonderful because, in the United States, most people do have access. There shouldn't be any gaps of access. Unfortunately, there seems to be. And doing cataract surgery in the United States is a lot more expensive than other places in the world. For example, if I wanted to do a cataract surgery for free on somebody and I don't want to take any money, I know every surgery center in my area, I'm in Southern California, every single one, for just the facility fee and the anesthesia, they'll take between $1,000 and $2,000. So unless the facility and the anesthesiologist are donating their time and facility just like the surgeon is, MrBeast is spending $1,000 or $2,000 per patient or per eye that he's doing in the United States. So I hope the others and the facilities and the anesthesiologists are also helping, donating their time and expertise to get these done. But in other parts of the world, you could potentially have the cataract surgery done for $100. Just their expenses are so much lower in other parts of the world. Most of the patients that they helped are outside of the US, which makes sense in terms of the need, the demand, and also it's more cost efficient to do so.
I can see. As a thank you, because you were just so gracious in this video, we want to make a $100,000 donation.
It'll bring sight to thousands of people.
Como le digo, me siento nueva.
He's given an extra 100,000, so that's gonna help even more than the 1,000 people that they already helped.
Everything.
Oh my God, you are so beautiful! Wow.
Thank you, MrBeast. Thank you.
Well, there was a lot of talk about this video. I think it's a beautiful video. I think it's a wonderful thing that MrBeast did. Some of the people online were saying that, well, he did this for personal gain. He did it for the attention, for the follows on YouTube, for the subscribers and so forth. Of course, the best sort of charity is an anonymous charity, but it doesn't mean that a open or public charity is necessarily a bad one. In fact, one can argue that MrBeast does not need money. He does not need subscribers. He does not need views. He has it all. And so maybe doing it publicly can inspire people to do things like this, can just, make someone's day just watching the video. It is very heartwarming. It's beautiful. It might motivate people to do this sort of work. It might motivate people to do this kind of free surgery. I mean, I wish I knew of people in my area that didn't have access because of financial reasons and didn't have health insurance, because I would love to partake in that. And that's the other thing. Even if you do anonymous charity, doing this kind of work, even if it's anonymous, it is selfish. And I say that because there's so much you get from doing this for patients. There's a return on your investment. I mean, you feel so good. You can argue that it's selfish that you're doing it, but that's true of any good work. Anyone will tell you who has this experience, giving other people something meaningful, changing their lives, it helps you. It really makes you feel good. And so you can always argue that someone's being selfish by doing charity. But I just think it's a beautiful thing he did. And, he didn't have to do that. It would be a different story if he was a different person off camera, or the charity stops off camera. As soon as the cameras stop rolling, all charity stops. But that's not the reputation he has, and I commend him. If we had the world full of people who went out of their way to do stuff like this for others, the world would be a better place.